Hey, what's going on guys? In this video we are going to talk about how to do 6 input K-map. Here we have function of a, b, c, d, e, f given by summation of minterms at these locations. Okay, now when we do 6 input K-map, we don't have a 6 input table, right? So we have to do 4 input table 4 times, because if you look at my previous video, we did 5 input K-map. 5 input mean what? 2 power 5, we have 32 combinations. So we used 2 4x4, like in one table we have 16 spaces, so we have to have 32. So in order to get that one, we used 2 tables. But 6 input mean 2 power 6, we have to have 64 combinations, right? So we have to have 64 boxes in a total boxes. So we have to use 4x4 tables 4 times. We have to use 4x4 tables 4 times. So we will get 16 in each of it. So totally we will get 64. Now let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and draw the tables. So first table is this one. Okay. And I'm gonna draw another one here. Okay, and another one here. We need space for another one, so let's draw this one smaller. Okay. And we need another 4x4 table. I draw this one on bottom of this. Okay, now let's go ahead and name the locations. So first one we are going to have, so when we do 6 input K-map, what we do is we take A and B outside, because A is the most significant and B is the second one. So we have to take both of them outside. So here for the first one I take A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. And for second one we are going to have A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. And for third one, for this table, we are going to take A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. And for the fourth one, we are going to take A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. Okay, now let's go ahead and number this one. So here we are going to have the C, D, E, F remains outside, because A, B we took them already. Then we have C, D, E, F remaining, so we put C, D here, E, F for this one. C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F. Okay, now we are going to number inside, but let's number the outside, top and this side. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Then this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Here also we are going to have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay, now we have done this part. Okay, so let's go ahead and number this one. So we are going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and for this one 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then here we are going to have 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and then 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and then here 56, 57, actually 57 here, 58, 59, and then 60, 61, 62, 63. Okay, so this is how the numbers are going to go like. Now if you look at this one is going to be the bottom part. After this we are going to have this one on top of that, but this one comes third. But if you look at the number system, the number of this one, this table comes after this, right? It's because for this one we have 0, 0. 0, 0 is less than 0, 1. And then 0, 1, 0 is after that, right? Because it goes like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 1, 1 is the biggest number. So we written the numbers faster, but it doesn't mean this is after this, because this is going to go on top of this one. After this we have this one. That's all we have to know. Now let's go ahead and place the minterms. Minterms given at location 4 we have 1, at location 5 we have 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8 we have 1, 10 we have 1, 13 and 15, and then 18 is here, and then 20, then 21, 22 is here, and then 23 is here, 26 is here, then 29 is here, 30 is here, and then 31 is here, 33 is here, 36 is 36 is here, and then 37 is here, 38 is here, and then 39 is here, 40 is here, 42 is here, 49 is here, 49, after that 52 is here, and then 53 is here, 54 is here, 54 is here, 50, 52, 53, okay, 54 is here, 55 is here, and then 60 is here, 61 is 61 is this one. Okay, so we have put all of this. Now since all of them are on top of, like, this one in the bottom, after that we have this one, after that we have this one and this one, so all of them are like adjacent to each other, right? So we can combine them together. So when you have something in same location, we can combine them. First of all, if you look at this one, we can make this part right here, this part, we can make this one into 8, because if you look at the first table and the second table, in the exact location we have these 4 ones. So we can combine these two together. That's going to give us 8. 8 is good because we know that in KMAP it goes like 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 is better than 8. 8 is better than 4. 4 is better than 2. 2 is better than 1. So since we have 8, because there's no 16, so 8 is the one better after that. So we have to take 8. Now if you look at this one, we have 8. And let's do A, B. A is not changing. A is 0 and 0. A is not changing. So we had to put A complement, because we had to make this one into 1, right? So A complement. B is changing, so B is not going to come. And after that, if you look at C and D, C is changing, 0, 1, C is changing, D is not changing, so we have to put a D. And if you look at E and F, E is changing, F is not changing, so this is going to be A bar DF. Now let's look at another thing, whether we can combine any other thing. If you look at this for ones here, this for 1 and this for 1. Actually, we have a 16 right here. I didn't see that one because here we have 4, here we have 4, and here we have 4, and here we have 4. So totally we have 16. So this one is a combination because since all of them are on top of each other, all of them are going to be adjacent. So we can combine like this. Now for this one, A and B are going to change because A goes from 0, 0, 1, 1. So A is changing each time, right? And this is the A and B for third table. Now A and B are changing. Now let's look at C and D. C and D are not changing, but E and F are also changing. So C and D is the only one that's not changing. C is 0, so we have to put a complement. D is 1, so we can just keep it as it is. Okay, now let's look at any other term that is common in two tables. Okay, so this is one common, and if you look at this one, here we have this one right here, this one, and this one here, this one, right? So we can connect these four like this. And then if you for this one, C and D are not changing. Now A and B, let's see. For this one, A is 0, A is 1, A is changing. B is 0, B is 0. So B is not changing. So we can put B complement. And then C and D are not changing for both. So C, D complement. And if you look at E and F 0, 0, 1, 0. E is changing, F is not changing. So this is going to be F complement. So that's going to be it for this one. And then we have any other common. If you look at this one here, this one and this one in the same location, right? So these two adjacent, so we can combine them together. For this one, for this table, A is 1, B is 0. For this table, A is 1, B is 1. A is not changing, B is changing. So A, we have to put A. And if you look at C and D, C is not changing, D is changing. So we have to put C complement because C is 0. And then E, F is not changing. So E complement F. And we are left with this one, this bottom 4 combination. We can combine all of them. For this one, A and B are going to come because this is only occurring in one table. So A and B are going to come. So plus A is 0, so we have to put A complement. B is 1, so we have to just put B. And then C, D are changing, so we don't have to worry about that one. E and F is not changing, so this is going to be E, F complement. So that's going to be it for this one. And if you look at the last one, here we have these two are left. We can make this one a 4 by combining with this one, right? So this is going to be what here we are going to have. This table we have A, since this is occurring only in one table because we don't have any other table with the same thing in the same location, right? We don't have any other thing like this. So this is the only table it's occurring. So we have to include this A and B. Since A and B are 1, we can just write it as it is, A, B. And then if you look at C and D, C is changing, D is not changing. So we have to put D. D is 1 already, so we can just keep it as it is. And E and F, E is not changing, F is changing. So E is 0, so we have to put E complement. And that's it for this one. Now we have done everything, right? And this is going to be the expression for this given summation of minterms. And that's how we do this kind of problems. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.